Huge Cigar. This is one of the special Jamaicans that was sent to me. About time to enjoy it. Been trying to keep it from getting dried out. I figured, Thursday night, one night left in the week, wanted some relaxation time, want to smoke the huge one that I've got. And it's really good. I like it. It's got a natural wrapper. I don't know if you can see it in the crappy light. But it's a good smooth smoke. I like it a lot. Might have to get a few more special Jamaicans to keep around and try. But anyways, 4th of July weekend coming up. Got some plans, not a whole lot. Me and the girlfriend are going to a minor league baseball game in El Paso, which is like a 40-minute drive, 50-minute drive depending on traffic, tomorrow night right after I get off work. That should be fun. And then they're going to have fireworks afterwards, so that'll be nice. Then again on Saturday night, I'm going to some dirt track racing. One of my co-workers at work, her sons race super trucks. I'm going to go cheer them on. They're actually really good. They've been winning a lot this season, so hopefully they'll win again tomorrow night. And Sunday's the 4th. Don't have any plans so far. We've got a parade here in town and then fireworks in the evening. We'll probably go watch, maybe a barbecue in the afternoon. Looking forward to a nice relaxing evening. Then I get ready to go back to Oregon. I'm excited. Haven't been back in almost a year, which isn't that long, but I love Oregon. I still can't get over how huge this thing is. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish it. Talk about smoke overload from this thing. I find it kind of odd. It seems like a lot of my videos lately have been me smoking a cigar, even though I smoke a pipe way more than I smoke a cigar. I guess it's just that every time I smoke a cigar, I actually have a few minutes to come and sit out here and then actually think about making a video. And it's windy tonight, so hopefully it doesn't hurt the burn on the cigar. It's not too bad right now, so I don't think it's really hurting it a whole lot, but it's supposed to get rain later. But, everybody have a good 4th of July weekend. I'm definitely going to keep enjoying this cigar for probably the next hour, at least, if not more, depending on how far down I smoke it. And you guys have a good night and good smoke. P.S. wanted to shoot up another little actual response to Kel's video about the expensive cigars are not always worth it. And just kind of for reference, it's almost an hour later from where I smoked my first cigarette, and this thing is still like the length of a normal cigar. But I totally agree with Kel that the most expensive things like a $30 per stick cigar are not necessarily worth it. I'm a big electronics whiz, and I absolutely hate a lot of the high-priced, high-end hardware that's out there. One of the things I can think of that probably almost all of you have seen if you ever buy an electronics, specifically cables for any of your stuff, the Monster brand of cables. I'm not bashing them. They do make good cables, but they are extremely high-priced compared to everything else. And for what they boast, and probably what the salesman always tells you, they're not really that much better. With the digital signal, if the signal's getting there, it's going to work for the most part. the monster cables, you know, they claim they've got all this shielding and better quality build and all this stuff, and I've tested one versus the other, and unless you're a super huge audiophile or something and love, you know, the highest grade sound you can get, it's not really worth it. The only time I could really think of something like that being worth it is if you're traveling, if the cable you need is going to be extremely long. And that might help if it's a higher quality cable, might help in going a longer distance. Kind of as reference though, a normal Cat5 class Ethernet cable, internet cable, the standard for those is supposed to be able to go 100 meters, about 300 feet, a little over 300 feet, without any sort of replicating the signal or boosting the signal at all. And so 300 feet, I mean, that's a long ways. I don't know who's going to be using that in a normal environment. I think the longest cable I have is 25 feet. The only environment that I ever think of having a higher quality cable is if you have to go a little bit farther, or if you have some sort of high amount of interference in the area. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows any different, but as far as I've ever tested and known, I've tried more expensive cables, and I've never ever noticed the difference signal-wise, at least over short distances. I've never had a use for going 300 feet, at least personally. And anytime I've used it in like a enterprise large environment, you always have the equipment to keep that 300 feet for the Cat5 cable down, so that you're not going over that distance and losing signal integrity. But yeah, that's my little PS update. Also just watched ChemWiz's videos on nicotine. Very interesting. Loved those. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Link. And yeah, again, have a good night.